Take one Arctic wilderness. Insert 8 young adventurers. And freeze at -40 degrees for 3 weeks. It's a recipe for tension, trauma and triumph. Each night the team get the chance to record a personal video diary, giving us the chance to find out what's really going down in the Arctic. The 8 young adventurers are deep in training in the Canadian high Arctic. They're here to work on a major global warming project, vital research to help polar bears. But first they've been acclimatising to this extreme environment, and with temperatures as low as -50, it's not proving easy.
Out here, everything's an effort, nothing's easy.
It's so tough. Like, in the mornings it's so tough having to get out your sleeping bag when you're freezing cold.
So cold. It was absolutely freezing last night. It was horrible. I woke up in the middle of the night in my sleeping bag and I sat up and I just wanted to get out. I felt so claustrophobic and all my face was like wet from all the snow which had dripped down, and I was in the sleeping bag with about 10 different things piled in my bag with me, about all my shoes and everything, and I woke up and I didn't even want to be in there.
I'm missing the everyday life, like just being able to go downstairs, go in your fridge and get a drink, instead of having to wait hours to melt snow to get a bit of water. So yeah, it's tough.
Nothing's easy in here. It's like you have to remember before you go to bed, you have to put all your kit and your water bottles in your boots. Put them in your sleeping bag. If you leave your gloves outside your sleeping bag, they'll freeze.
Didn't expect it to be this hard, really. And I'm actually beginning to get a bit homesick.
I don't think people at home understand how hard it is. Like, when they watch this, they'll be like, oh, I could do that, I don't know what they're moaning at, but it's so difficult and your emotions are just up and down all the time.
On day 5 of training, the group were given an extreme navigation test. They found it hard work pulling their supplies behind them in pairs, and some of the group didn't think Fabian was pulling his weight, let alone his sled.
I think Fab has been getting on a lot of people's nerves today.
He's just lazy, he finds any excuse to not do something.
Apparently I was lazy, but I didn't feel like I was lazy.
He's annoying everyone.
I felt a bit kind of victimised.
Louis! Fabian, for 1 sec, yeah?
Sorry.
Others thought he wasn't being a very good team player.
When we were all reading the map to find where we needed to go today,
I reckon over there is our first point.
He kept either taking everyone else's ideas and just using them and pretending that he thought of it himself.
I think it's that here. I've said that about 5 minutes ago when we stopped. You just repeat everything. I said that about 5 minutes ago when we stopped. Yeah, I know.
He just kept saying, no, oh, we should do this, no, I think we should do this, and then walking off on his own, thinking of his own ideas instead of working within the group.
People are thinking a bit too much of me, because when I was 12, people thought of leaving me alone, but now I'm 13, and it's only been like 2 days since I was 13. People think, oh, he's 13, he has to do loads and loads and loads of stuff. The thing is, I'm still the same person, but I know when you're 13, you have to take on a lot more responsibility and everything.
Every night the team spend 3 hours melting snow to cook their dehydrated food.
It's going to take hours.
The menu hasn't been very varied.
I'm just so hungry and I can't stop thinking of anything about food. So fancy a McChicken sandwich, mayonnaise. I'm so hungry.
Food is pretty gross. Everything you have to add water to and it comes from a packet. I never ever want to go home. Ever going to eat anything from a packet ever again.
That evening the leaders had a special local delicacy for the team.
We've got something slightly different for you tonight.
No, look at
yes,
this.
Yeah. What is key about the diet of the traditional people here is that it's got to be A, rich in protein, and B, is generally very fatty. Here we have caribou steak, which is very rich, yeah, but frozen solid. Who's up for having a taster?
No. Frozen.
Yeah. Frozen. Yeah, no, as it is.
And that's
That
a big step for me.
That is how the Inuits eat their food. They leave it buried in the ice for up to a year, and then they'll come back to it and then eat it, and it's known as a local delicacy.
I will not eat it.
I'll eat it, but it's just gonna be. Oh.
Lewis, it's like chewing on ice.
Nasty, man.
It's like
Both the fish and meat were totally raw.
Stay alive, yeah, come on.
It's just like chewing on ice, actually.
that is rough.
No, it's not whatsoever. What's nice?
Have you got
Even though it tastes
Yes,
not
babe.
spewing.
Why
No,
Use
I
your bowl, use your bowl.
I turned a bit fat in it, so it tastes nice besides that.
That's proper gross.
Adam, don't play with that head, man.
Don't get blood on my hands. I thought it was dry blood.
It tastes like salmon, but that way.
That's good. That's nice.
Don't.
Nice.
You eat a lot of
I'm not having any more of that, man.
That's disgusting.
The leaders also had another, rather more welcome surprise for one of the team, to go and help scientists with a survey of rare whales.
So, Matt,
Really?
you're going.
Oh, man.
Matt's been told that he's got a special treat tomorrow. He's going to go up in a plane. He's going to be helping with conservation and counting these whales, which I am really jealous of because I'd love to do that, but I'm really happy for him because he does really seem to appreciate it.
Oh, excellent. Thank you very much.
Well done.
Well done, Matt.
He's really excited about it. You can tell it's. You can just, when you get to know people, we all express it differently, and you can tell in Matt's eyes that he was excited. I knew he was excited.
I can't wait. We get to go on a plane and fly really low, and we have to count how many whales we see, and oh, it's just going to be such a fun time. Can't wait. I'm so happy to be picked.
Obviously, we all would love to go. You know, it's a bit silly saying, "Oh no, I was fine. I didn't want to go," because we all did. We all secretly did. But I mean, they couldn't have really picked a better person because he's been helping out so much this week.
Matt was searching for highly endangered bowhead whales and he got really lucky.
There's one. It's down there. Oh, this is amazing.
There's something over here.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Right there. Oh.
Try and get a good circle on him.
It was just sitting there real still, and then the water came out this funnel on top of it. Really clear, and it had white spots. You see them there? I've seen 3 now.
Yeah, did you see the white on the chin?
Yeah, I've noted those down, and they were just amazing to see, and they're just massive.
I had an amazing day. Saw 3 of us. Best time of my life.
On the coldest day of the trip so far, the team faced the Arctic task of building traditional igloos. With wind chill taking the temperature below -40, it was to prove extremely challenging.
We've spent basically a night out on the snow in a tent. We're now going to do it the true traditional way tonight, and we're going to stay out in an igloo. But you guys are going to be building your own igloos.
Putting up the igloos was tough. At the beginning, everyone thought it would be not really that hard and wouldn't take very long. But we had to cut a lot of ice blocks out.
Mine's a bit broke.
It's not as easy as it looks. It's not like in Britain when you make bricks, you just get some cement, you just stick it in there. It takes ages, and then they break. And then you've been so careful and you've tried so hard to make this one brick. You've taken about, I don't know, one brick I took at least 25 minutes to cut out. That's how long it takes to make a brick, okay? I'm not exaggerating, I swear.
The teamwork started off good at the beginning of the day, and then kind of got worse and worse and worse.
It's not touching enough.
What is that? Look, it's just coming in that.
It's not, it's the corner. That is the corner. You need to get it to turn the corner. Calm down. Let's try and just reshape it.
We spent so long slaving away, trying our best with it, basically our utmost best, okay? My back is killing me.
It's so cold and it's windy and my face is so dry and my lips are all chapped and oh.
We took ages and ages. We took about 4-ish, 5-ish hours, I think. Oh, I can't remember the time. I don't know, I think my brain is frozen. That's why I can't remember anything.
I'm not actually doing much good out here because I don't think I'm helping because I'm quite cold.
As the day progressed, a lot of people started thinking, oh, I can't really be bothered. And then in the end, there was only a few of us left doing the igloo. And then we kind of got a bit angry with each other.
Seems like it's us four, you know.
Where's Jen, Adam, Fabian?
Adam and Fabian got most flack for slacking off.
I told them I need some help. What do you?
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't realise you had a whole
I thought you could build an igloo on your own.
Been shouted at a few times for being lazy.
Adam, what are you doing? Stand around watching it, it's not going to fall off on its own.
We went out and tried to help, but we couldn't because there was no job to do. And then once there was no job to do, me and Adam just stood around.
Can someone help lift this block?
Yeah, that one's perfect.
Because we stood around, people got angry with us because we weren't doing anything, but we had no jobs to do.
I think basically because we told him, oh please Fabian, because he was really doing nothing, sitting in his tent most of the time, really wasn't helping. We kind of went, come on, you know, this is really hard, you're not helping at all. Adam's been quite lazy today. He even said he was. He said, oh, I'm so lazy, me.
I don't care if anyone shouts at me saying I'm lazy because I know I am lazy, I admit to it.
But Fabian was getting pretty upset. He felt the group weren't being fair to him and shared his troubles with Emily.
It's just the way that I'm being treated. I'm not being listened to. I'm not having my views heard. I'm trying and then I just get put down.
Fabian's been really upset, but he gets upset really easily.
That hasn't been a great day at all, but I think everyone, I've just had a hard day because I'm missing home.
Leader Emma decided to give him a bit of a pep talk.
You have been working hard, I've seen you. So they say to you, oh, you haven't been working hard enough. You turn around and you say, no, actually, I've been working really, really hard. And so you need to make sure they know that.
Eventually, the winds became so bad that it was too cold to keep going safely, and work had to be completely abandoned.
I'm a bit angry, actually, that we didn't get to finish off our igloo, because we did all this work for really nothing.
It just feels like we've all worked our butts off for nothing.
Morale plunged to an all-time low.
Today has been a real bad day, I think, because in this last half hour we've all been on such a low.
Stupid.
And it's just getting me down. The fact that we just with the igloo, we haven't finished it, it's getting me down. We're just giving up and run away, and I'm just hating this so bad. So bad. This is tough. This is really, really tough. Just sitting there being freezing cold, talking to you guys at home, sitting in your lovely lounges. I just hope that none of you have to ever come here. It's cold.
Oh, it's really, really getting on my nerves now. But I know I can't give up because I know I'll feel guilty in the end when it's all over. It's only 2 weeks, but I must say, time is going so slowly. I feel like I've been here like all my life. I've only been here for like 5 days.
For Alex, it was a particularly emotional day.
Now let's go over live to Alex in the Arctic. Are you there, Alex?
Hello!
Hello. Now, I believe you had
That
some
morning, it had been her turn to do the daily satellite link-up to CBBC. Her report went well, but made her really homesick.
Are you all missing home?
Yeah, loads.
What are you missing?
And I really miss roast chicken and crusty bread.
Oh.
I'm craving for it.
Today I've had a bit of a rubbish day because after I'd done my exchange link, I mean it went really, really well and everything, but after I'd done that, I just kept thinking of Mum and Dad and how much I really missed them.
do you have any messages for anyone back home?
Yes, I do. I'd like to say hi to my mum and my dad and my sister Ruth. Say happy Easter and happy birthday to my brother. His is on the 16th. That's Fraser.
When they said, oh yeah, they're all sat around watching you on telly, I just thought about how much I wanted to be at home and how much I really miss them. And I find it so difficult, and people at home are going to watch this and think that, oh, they're really, really ungrateful and everything. But it's so difficult. You don't understand. I'm finding it really, really difficult, and everybody else is being great, and that has been an alright day. Just really, really fed up.
To cheer the team up, the leaders arranged for a very special delivery.
We have supper for you. Right. What do we have?
You alright, guys?
Pizza.
We had pizza. Oh. Still taste it. It wasn't even great pizza, it just tasted like heaven.
The best part of the day was definitely the food. You have no idea how good pizza and chips taste like in the freezing cold.
Oh, that was the best pizza. I don't think I'll ever appreciate that as much as I did then.
Spirits were also lifted by some very unusual local entertainment, throat singing.
We just had such a lovely treat. We went into one of the igloos and there were two Inuit ladies there, and they sang us some of their traditional songs. It's called throat singing, and they sang all their songs from the throat, which was absolutely lovely.
It isn't like normal singing, it isn't like opera or obviously not pop star singing, it's in the Canadian Arctic. But they imitate the sounds around them, like the natural sounds, and they were so excellent. I'm telling you, I would definitely buy a CD. It's so good. It is like, it's different. It's something different to hear. And they are really, really good. Their throats, how they do it all. You can't even tell which one's singing, because it's two of them, and they sang together, and you can't tell which person's doing the high bit or the low bit. You sit there and you're just amazed, you're stunned, you can't say anything because it's just so good. You know, good isn't good enough. Excellent, it was perfect, they're just so good at it.
The team had managed to finish 2 smaller igloos, so there was room for some to sleep in them. It was a tough decision.
All the girls are debating whether we want to sleep in one of the made igloos tonight or in a tent. Jennielyn and Courteney, I think, want to sleep in an igloo.
I'm going to sleep in an igloo tonight. I'm going to try it out because I know I'm going to so regret it if I didn't do it. And it isn't like I'm forcing myself to do it. What a brilliant place to sleep.
Me and Alex really don't because we're just too cold. So we're going to stay in the tent.
And we'll actually be more warm in the did I say the igloo? The igloo than we would in the tent anyway.
By night time, the boys began to accept that Fabian had been getting a lot of stick.
I think it's a bit sly on Fabian, because they're all saying, Fabian, you're lazy, blah, blah, blah.
When I pull my weight, yeah, no one says anything, and then I have a break, and then I'm the person who's slacking off.
Somehow Adam always misses getting shouted at. I think it's because you're the littlest, and like everyone thinks you're really cute.
Person ever.
Those who chose to stay in the igloo had a very special experience. By morning, even Fabian was happy.
Hello, on Fabian TV. Yesterday, Fabian slept in an igloo. The igloo was pretty cool. Nice and warm.
Sleeping in the igloos last night was a lot of fun.
It was cold in the sense that it's in ice and we're sleeping in it, but other than that, it was alright.
So much warmer than the tents. You would never have thought that they'd be as warm as that, but they were, and I really enjoyed it. How many people can say they've slept in an igloo?
But once again, Lewis had a bad experience.
Last night was quite tough actually. In fact, I haven't had one good night's sleep. For some reason, something goes wrong every night for me. And last night, I realised that my sleeping bag had frozen because the night before I'd sweated so much, you know, it just moistened into my sleeping bag, which then froze. So last night I didn't actually have a sleeping bag, so I basically slept in my big parka. Other from that, I had a really good night in the igloo. Actually, I really enjoyed it. I reckon if you could sleep in igloos every day, it would be quite easy.
On their main expedition, they'll have to cope for a fortnight in the wilderness as they head for a remote glacier to check on global warming. And as the week of intense Arctic training drew to a close, the adventurers slowly began to get used to the extreme environment.
Supposedly it's like -40, but it doesn't seem as cold as it was the first time it was -40, so I must have acclimatised. I'm trying to keep a positive spirit and not let things get me down, because I know that I'm here for 3 weeks at the end of the day and I can't be moaning about stuff, so I'm just going to get on with it, really.
We just have to all keep kind of like cheerful and stuff and just cheer each other up when one of us is down, really.
On the second day I really could have packed my bags and gone. I realise now I would have so regretted it, because even though it is hard, this is something we're going to be, you know, remembering for like the rest of our lives.
Next morning, leader Emma took Lewis and Alex on a flight to check out the route they'll be taking to the glacier.
We're going to be working down towards the Grinnell Glacier.
They'll have an epic journey of more than 100 miles by dog sled.
Do you think they'll cope with the dogs then?
I reckon they'll be alright on the sea ice, but getting up all this land is going to be tough.
Yeah.
I didn't realise the route was so long. Like, it looks like it's going to take us weeks.
The views were amazing, and we could see all the sea and like all the icebergs, and it was just like breathtaking.
We have to go over mountains, we have to go over ice, soft snow, everything.
What we're flying over now is the glacier. This is the end point of our whole trip. And what we're going to do is come out here and measure how much the ice has changed.
It just looks like it goes on forever.
It's enormous. It's 15 kilometres long.
And boy, is it big. I didn't think the sheet of glacier would be as big.
The night before departure, there was a mixture of excitement and nerves about the adventure to come.
The expedition's tomorrow, so not long now.
I'm a bit apprehensive about everything, because tomorrow is the big day.
It's going to be really exciting, but I think it's going to be really, really scary as well, so I'm feeling a bit, you know, nervous about that. I am looking forward to tomorrow. A few other people might not be looking forward to it, but I am.
It will be tough, yeah, but I don't think it will be as tough as this one has been. Just the anticipation of going there now, so I can't wait.
I reckon it's going to be quite tough. It's going to be really challenging, and I don't think anyone is quite prepared for what's up ahead.
What's for certain is that it's going to be the hardest journey of their lives. Dog sledding day after day over frozen lakes and mountains, plus ferocious Arctic storms are going to push the team to the absolute limit.
My legs just went to jelly, and I couldn't go on anymore.
The pants I'm currently wearing will be staying on for the rest of the 10 days of the expedition. Last night was the scariest night of my life.
Man, this place does stuff to you.